You're tuning into the Latin Feels podcast with your host, Daniel Alvarez, and the one and only Tiny. That's me. Yo, what's good? Welcome to another episode of the Latin Feels podcast with your hosts, Evelyn Salazar and Daniel Alvarez.
That's me.
Woo, Stuttering King.
Stuttering King? Oh, that's my new nickname?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, they don't know what just happened before this. So
well,
what do you
they
mean?
will. If you guys want to catch us on our Instagram, follow us on Instagram, Latin Feels Pod.
Nah.
Because we're going to be posting these bloopers. Yes,
No,
we are.
Nah, they ain't going to go out for free. 'Cause we about to start this Patreon.
Oh, we about to start this
so
Patreon.
If you guys,
so if you guys,
man, we out here. You know? If y'all want us to fucking keep on this shit, you know? Yeah, we're going to have to hit that Patreon because this is taking a lot of our time.
Yeah, and, it's true.
You know, so.
Who pays for my gas? Nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody can pay for my gas.
Yeah, so we are going to start something. And what that's going to feature is a lot of, like, behind the scenes stuff and a lot of, like, our comedy stuff. You're going to get kind of, like,
exclusive
videos that only you guys can get, that exclusive.
Yep.
And some shoots, some photography shoots. Like, if y'all don't know, I'm a photographer.
And if y'all don't know, I like to be in front of the camera.
Yeah. Have we told that story?
No.
We should.
I don't think we have. We can start with that. Yeah.
Yeah. So how? So I went to school for photography. Like I took photography courses the whole nine. I have a little certificate and everything. So LA has a like really dope and big photography community.
Mm-hmm.
So you find what you're looking for essentially. Like if you want to shoot models, if you want to do like street photography, if you want to do landscapes, like you'll find groups of people, huge groups of people out here that do that stuff. So I kind of got connected with the photography community and just kind of like I've met a lot of photographers.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the photographers that I know posted you. And I was like, who's this? Who's this?
Who the fuck?
I hit the follow, you know, and then I was like, cool, kind of like followed you for like, it was like years, you know, like I was following you for years. I would just kind of like see your stuff here and there. And then you kind of like disappeared.
Yep.
And then
I went hiatus.
Like, kind of like forgot about you, but kind of like you know.
You forgot about me. Everybody did. That's good. That was the whole point. I wanted to be forgotten about.
Yeah. You wanted to be forgotten
I did,
about?
yeah. I wanted to be like, you know what?
Well, it worked.
And then when I come back and be like, hey, bitches, I'm back.
Yeah, so that's how I knew you from.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I'm just chilling at my little home club, the Hollywood Comedy. And who walks in?
Dun, 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 dun.
And I'm just kind of like, she goes up, she does her set, and I'm just kind of like looking at you like, dude, I know you from somewhere. Like, yeah, I was like, who is this girl? You know, like, I know I've seen her before. And then at the end of your set, you kind of were like, oh, I'm
follow me
on Tiny But I was like, man, I know this girl. Like, it kind of tripped me out, you know. I was like, I've been following you forever. That's crazy. Like, and now you're doing comedy. What the fuck?
You guys, this is just what he says to people and to everybody to make it seem like he's not a stalker.
Yeah, I was
You been stalking me?
Nah, bro. It was a modeling thing. I was legit into it. You know?
No, and then we actually got to shoot. So then after that, me and Daniel, after that open mic, like we didn't like really hang out that much, but he did say that he was still shooting, and I said, yeah, you know, I'd love to do a shoot. Which, by the way, maybe we'll sell that shoot on Patreon. Very sexy shoot. I'm in lingerie. I have a wig portion on there too. We can do that.
Wig portion.
Yeah, I look good in wigs.
Get it?
What? And then shortly after that, a couple months later, then when I started going to the mics and seeing him more often, and then just really like fucking with him because I saw what he was doing and how he was doing it, and I was like, yo, this guy, he's good. Mm-hmm. He's gonna make it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And then also just easy to get along with, you know? Yeah.
I'm just chill, you know.
Yeah. It's good vibes. He never gets mad. I haven't tried to get him upset, but he never gets mad.
We kind of had we had a conversation about this before. Like, what would you do to try to get me mad? And she couldn't think of anything.
I can't think of anything that I can try to get him mad. Although, I'm cheating on you tomorrow.
Really? Really, bro?
Yep.
Yeah. You want to explain that?
I'm hanging out with another comedian in a chair.
Y'all, she's cheating on me right now.
Yep.
I'm like don't you call work husband?
Yeah, jealous work husband.
I'm a jealous work husband right now. And it's one of my homies too. That's the fucked up part about it. She out here, man, I'm a protest. This podcast is coming out late because of her.
Nah, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
I'm not gonna edit it.
And that's not gonna happen. Don't worry, folks. It's gonna be edited. It'll be out on time. But yeah, no, I mean, going back to us meeting up and just hanging out is just very organic. It was natural. Then I left to Peru, and I had just told him about this. I thought that I was going to get replaced because we had talked about doing a podcast before I left. Mm-hmm. And then
I was talking to a few people.
He was talking to a few people, apparently. And then when I left, I said I was only going to be gone for like 3 months, right? Mm-hmm. Then I left for 7 months. And I didn't know if I would have the job back, but when I got back, he wasn't doing anything with anyone, and that's how it all started. Now we're here.
Yeah, doing it.
Yeah, doing it, being really, I guess, thoughtful about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I appreciate you always letting me come over and do this, and being, he's really good with scheduling, so makes me happy.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are. I tell you, I'm like, hey, this day, you're like, yeah, I'm open this day.
Yeah. I mean, well. In that aspect, but as far as like
organized
and writing,
that's me.
That's
me. He just goes with the flow.
I was telling her she's like my Kalila, like, if y'all know, you know.
Yeah, I got him. I got both of us.
Yeah.
So what else? Oh, let's talk.
What'd you get into this week?
This week.
What have you done since the last episode?
Well, I've been hanging out a lot with my family, really enjoying them. And then I also went to go see my brother, which is part of my family. And he's in an Afro-Peruvian band here in LA. So if you guys ever want to go check him out, Chacombo, we'll go ahead and put the name. Follow Chacombo LA. One of the few bands, there are other bands out here that are doing that style of music, which is just Afro-Peruvian, and it looks like I'm going to be part of the band too. Not instrumental, I'm a dancer. So apart from that, Latin Heritage Month, let's talk about that. We just figured it out that it was that. I told him today, I go, hey, Latinos. Did you know it was Latin Heritage Month?
Yeah, we made sure it's from September 15th
to October 15th, which I think is kind of weird. How come they didn't give us the full month? It's
they
like,
you
know what?
Fuck that shit, bro.
Half. Just half this month and half next month. That's a little discriminatory, right?
They were like, let's make sure there's nothing important in between.
Yeah.
Just give them. They ain't shit around here. Let's just give them that.
No, we coming up as Latinos. I mean, we're big in the culinary arts, Mm-hmm. Peru, Mexico, everywhere.
Everywhere. We're kind of like making our mark. We're taking the spot,
Yeah. I mean, reggaeton, all the reggaeton artists from Puerto Rico, salsa. Salsa is everywhere, bro. Like everywhere in the world. Japan, Russia, everywhere in the world has India, like everywhere. They dance salsa. That's the one.
And we can't forget about Corridos Tumbados right now taking over the game. Peso Pluma. Doble P,
Hey,
you can't leave that out. We out here. Who's out here on the charts right now? But
didn't he get like recently?
He was on the VMAs. Well, the cartel's threatening the motherfucker,
Yeah, so I don't know how long he'll be around, but catch him while he's here.
Nah, he canceled that concert. He was like, I'm good, bro. Let's just
chill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apart from that, that's it. That's me in a nutshell. We had a writing session.
Yeah, we had a writing session this week. Got together with a couple of the homies. Wrote some stuff, and then proceeded to.
He proceeded to execute. I was like, too fresh.
Man.
I blamed it on him too. I started it.
It was a 4-man session, 4-person session.
You can say man. I don't care. I'm woman, so. I don't care.
I'm not trying to get canceled right now.
Politically, I don't care.
Yeah. Man, I was born in the 80s. I don't give a fuck. I'll say bitch. And
he says it to me all the time. That's my name in his phone.
Don't say that. He's like calling her a bitch, bro. Next thing you know, he's gonna be slapping the hoe, you know.
But it's the way you say bitch. Like it's the way like someone can say it like very friendly, like we do, like girls between girls. Yeah. Hey, what up, bitch?
That's
hey,
what
bitch.
I say. Like I have 6 sisters. I was raised around women, and they be bitch. You know, I'm just like, God damn, y'all. So I'm just like, hey, like it's not. I don't mean it in like the.
You're like bitch 1, bitch 2, bitch 3, bitch.
My sisters are wild. I tell them they should have their own podcast. They be wilding
Maybe
out,
we can interview one of your sisters.
Yeah, I need to have them on because 2 of my sisters were there the day that I got shot.
Oh.
And I still haven't done that interview yet. You know.
Oh.
Like because I have my side of the story, right? Yeah. I have my perspective of what happened. But both of them were there that night as well.
Have them come up if we interview them and they say completely different story. Like he got his ass beat.
He was that fucker out here just getting the ass whooping. Nah, they seen it. They know what's up. They know what's up. You know? I'm out here not faking the funk. I don't give a fuck. we was on it that night. You know.
We should do that. We should interview your sister and my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get on that. I will write it in the calendar.
See? She's out here organizing. She's out here doing it. Anything else interesting before we get into these riffs?
Let's see. What else? You got any show? Well, I guess we do that at the end.
I don't have any shows coming up. But I before I forget, I feel like we need to shout out some people that have been supporting the channel and the show, leaving comments.
Sella, the homeboy Sella, what's up? Amazing artist. Let me tell you, if you guys want to go listen to his music, it's Black Butterfly, but BKL. I want to make sure I spell it.
I'll put it on the screen.
Yeah, you put it on there.
Yeah, shout out. Thank you for supporting the show and leaving
really
comments. And we're gonna kind of like dedicate this episode to you. We're gonna kind of like follow your suggestions. Yeah. And this format is going out to you, brother.
Yeah.
Anything interesting before we get into these riffs?
No, nothing I can think of. Yeah. Nothing.
Okay, yeah, well, let's get right into these riffs, these suggestions here. I'll let you take out the first one.
Okay, Una. All right. One night stands.
Hate stands. You hate them?
Hate them. No longer. Nope. Don't get me wrong. I've had my share. I've had my fair share as a younger individual. Once again, I'm 36 years old. If you guys were wondering, I know I look like I'm like 15 right now, but
inner overalls, looking like a little farmer.
Yeah, no, I'm not about them. I just, at my age, I'm not about them anymore. There's it's never satisfying. Mm-hmm. Like already having an intimate moment with someone for the first time is kind of awkward because you're trying to find out like what works for them, what doesn't, like everybody's different. So you can't really do that in a one night stand. I mean, you can try, but I think it's harder. Also, it just, for me personally, as a woman's perspective, it just leaves me empty.
Like, damn, I didn't get shit from this. Why?
I can say a really dirty joke right now. I mean,
shoot it. Shoot it.
Even though they fill me up, I still leave empty.
Damn. I'm leaving. Bye. I do not approve of this behavior. Nah, do you, man? Like, we only live once, you can't fucking sit out here and be this shit and be like, I wish I would've.
Yeah, no. And don't get me wrong. Like, I don't think I have people in my life that still do this, and I'm not going to judge, But me as a personal, I'm good. I want to be able to know, like, I want to know things about you. I want to be able to connect. I feel like that's that will produce a bigger orgasm for me, at least. because I'm like mentally connected with somebody, you know?
When you don't know somebody, it's kind of like you're still kind of like guarded in a way, you know? You're like, should I get, you know? Like, even as guys, we're like, it's interesting, you know? And actually, when I was young, I didn't give a fuck, actually. I'm not even gonna lie. But I don't actually have a lot of like one night stands, really. I was more of a relationship person too. Like, I wasn't like, you know, I kind of wanted to know you too.
Yeah.
And then I also had like people around me that I grew up around. They were kind of like nurses, and they were like in like the medical field. So they'd be like, you need to be careful with these little girls out here wilding, bro. Like, they out here catching shit too, you know?
Yeah.
So that was a little scary for me too, you know? Like, I don't want to catch nothing. So I was always kind of like, I preferred being in relationships than just, you know, doing the whole one night stand thing. I had a few, you know, but same. I always kind of felt like guilty about it, in the sense where I'm like, I was just like, man, like, I literally feel like I'm just using you, you know? Like, if nothing else is coming out of this. I would always feel like, I was kind of like, I would always be like, you sure you're good? Like, cause we could get to know each other, you know? Like, I wasn't kind of out. I always felt weird about just being like, all right then, nice, you know, thanks.
Yeah.
So I don't have that many wild one night stand experiences. I was more of a relationship dude.
Well, back in my day when I was more curious, I had just gotten out of like my first serious relationship, so that's like when the world opened up, and I was like, well, let's go find out what's in this world. And and I found out, and it was always just, at that time, I think I was so broken that that's what I needed, validation from like men, you know?
Yeah.
But then probably like shortly after, realizing that it just wasn't for me, I was like, it's not me. It's not really me. And then I got into serious relationships back to back again. So.
And you were like, this is for me.
Yeah, I'm also very relationship oriented.
We tried it and it wasn't for us.
It's for you.
Okay, I guess it was for me. Well, and then I got married, and I was like in these like super long relationships too, so I didn't have that many opportunities to wild out like that. COVID in 2023?
Yeah, what do you feel about COVID in 2023? Like, you know, there's a lot of scares coming out. Some people are saying some bullshit in other countries.
I'm over it. I'm not even thinking about it. I've always kind of been a healthy person. I was actually sick recently, like a few weeks ago. I was out, man, for like a whole week.
Yeah.
Like cold, stuffy nose, sore throat. But I tested. I got tested a few times, and it was negative. So, but I'm honestly, I'm not even thinking about it.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're still thinking about?
Me particularly, yes, because I have asthma. So I'm like on the fence right now whether I do my shot or not. You know, I'm like, do I take this shot? Do I not take this shot? I don't know. I definitely going to take a flu shot because I take a flu shot every year. Because when I get the flu, I get it. Fuck it. Like, I'm like, it's bad. Yeah. My immune system used to be really poor, but I think just since 2020, it's gotten a lot better since I changed my lifestyle, my health, my, you know, the amount of drinking, the what I'm eating, exercising, all that stuff has really helped me. So go figure what they fucking say actually works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just being physically active. And I mean,
I still wear masks though on a plane.
No, I didn't. I flew and I was like,
not because I think I'm going to get COVID, but because I think I could get sick, like anything that's airborne, you know?
Yeah.
Because on a plane, I feel like that's when you get the most sick. Airports, mainly. So.
Because you were around so many people.
Yeah. And my masks are really cool because they're tie-dye.
You're just showing off.
Just showing off, you know?
Did we did we talk about that on the podcast? Your whole book.
Oh.
So why did that remind me of that?
All right, so this is off topic, on topic. I had a joke that I want to develop, and when I start dating, because I told myself that I would start dating next year.
She's on a schedule.
I'm on a schedule. Everything's on a schedule. I said that when I get on these apps, I'm going to do this to kind of just look at their eyes and see what their eyes look like. Because that's the first thing that I want to, like, I picture, like, what do they look like in between my legs? You know what I mean? Like, do you look right? I don't know. So I'm just going to be like this all the time.
He's going to be blocking
Let me see
mouths
this.
and noses.
Yeah.
Just...
Right here. You guys can see right there.
What do you think, bro? The old like alligator.
Some of these faces might be too big for my legs. I don't know. You know, I got little legs.
No big faces.
Yeah, I can't be dating no like fighter or like MMA or.
Damn.
Huh.
If you got a big head, you out the game.
If you got a big head, it's not gonna happen.
That's right.
All right, next.
Shoot.
A ver.
But not literally.
Dating people with kids. This is cool. Perspective.
It depends on the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it depends on the kids. I'm cool with kids. I don't mind kids because I have kids myself. So I don't mind kids, but I have gotten out of situations because of kids. When you're gonna be with somebody that has kids, you're gonna be a part of those kids' lives, and they're gonna be a part of yours.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna come with things where you're gonna talk about stuff about the kids. You're gonna be involved, even if like let's say if you're like, kids are not my thing. Like you're like if they have kids, they're gonna be involved, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then like for me, it was like I was dating somebody and like she would just kind of let her kids do whatever they wanted, yo. Like they were like hitting her, and I'm just like, yo, like honestly, like I don't want to deal with this. Like,
yeah,
I'm good off that, you know, like because I'm always gonna feel like it's not my place to tell your kids something if they're not my kids.
Yeah,
you know, and I'm like I don't want to deal with this, like you know.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you out here raising women beaters, bro. Like, you know, like I'm good. Deuces, you know.
That's hard. That's fucking hard to not want to discipline someone, you know, because you don't have the right to do that.
Yeah, like you're always not you're never gonna, you know, you're never gonna get the authority and like the respect or anything that like their father will, you know. Mm-hmm. So it's just like nah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind kids. Like if you're doing your thing with your kids and you're on it and you're like they're good kids, like cool, but I don't want to deal with like baby's kids, you know? Like
yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, I think like my outlook on it is once you fall in love with that person, then you also fall in love with the kids. So if you guys ever break up, like that's going to be double the heartbreak. And that's what happened. I dated somebody with kids, 2 kids, beautiful kids. Oh my God. Just like the sweetest, smart, intelligent, you know, really respectful. I had so much fun with them. And then we broke up and I was like, man, I really miss his kids. Like him, he's cool. But like his kids, like I wonder what they're doing. I wonder, you know, like, is he still playing basketball? Is she still, you know?
Yeah.
What college is this girl? Like, it's just like you build this friendship, this bond with them.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, you're going to be around them. So you're going to develop some kind of like connection and relationship with them. And if you're always kind of like, I can't say nothing. But like, they're going to be around you, bro. Like, who they are is going to affect things around you, you know, because they're gonna be around you. So I don't want to be with like badass kids that are doing it. I'm good, man. I already dealt with that my whole childhood myself, you know. Like
I hear you. All right, next. So, where are we at?
Yeah, it's not like a factor for me one way or the other. If we're talking about like dating and stuff like that, it's not like one more and we can get into
en español.
We can get into Los Diez Minutos, our Spanish segment. If y'all don't know.
Yeah.
Your coolest moment.
My coolest moment,
or one of your coolest moments.
The coolest, like where I walked off and I was like, man, I'm the Fonz. Like, what kind of like coolest like?
It's an open question, like whatever you want to interpret that as.
I mean, the only thing that comes to mind is like work related.
Work related.
You know, yeah, because I really wanted this promotion, and I didn't think I was going to get it. And I was afraid to ask for it. Like I didn't know how to go about, because I had overheard through the grapevine that they were already interviewing other people for the position. Mm-hmm. But this was like the next position for me. you know?
Mm.
And I got the courage to go up to my leader and I was like, hey, like, I want to know, have you ever really considered me to maybe take the position? And there was, I think the cool moment there was like, he told me he thought that I was leaving the company and that's why he didn't offer the position to me. And he gave it to me. He's like, I'm done. I'm done interviewing. I didn't even know that you wanted it. So I'm happy you're coming up to me because you got it. I was like, what? He said, you don't need to interview. Like, you have it. Like, you're already doing it. You might as well get paid for it. I just thought you were leaving the company. There was some bitch trying to backstab me in this company. Fuck this bitch.
Why did you hesitate?
What? I wanted to say her
like,
name, but you know what?
You
I'm not gonna say. I thought about it. I was like, I don't really feel like saying it.
You're nice.
But let me tell you, I saw this bitch in my ayahuasca.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Oh, in the actual.
In my
trip.
actual
Like,
ayahuasca.
there. I was
No.
like,
Hell no! I would have walked away. I would have been like, no, not dealing with the devil. But during ayahuasca, so we have to. This might be for another episode, but just very short. When I did ayahuasca this past year, I got to forgive a lot of people that I had held grudges. And she was one of them that I had held this grudge. But when she came into my visions, I literally looked at her and I go, no, not her. I go, nope, not her. And she walked away. She's not even worth forgiving. Like, this person is such a scum of the earth human. I can't even. Yeah. And I give a lot of people opportunities. You got me riled up, bro. I need to go.
Damn. We went from your coolest moment
to my
drama.
But no, that was my cool moment because I got it. I didn't know that I was,
my coolest moment.
I doubted myself. That's why. And then I was like, oh shit, I am actually that.
One of my coolest moments that I could think of off the top of my head was right before I got shot, like a few months before I got shot. We went with a bunch of like my girlfriend's friends to the ocean. Actually, 4th of July. It was 4th of July. We went to get wasted in Santa Monica. So we just drove out there, and then we all just kind of like, someone was just fucking took our clothes off and just jumped in the water and shit. But one of the dudes that was with us, this motherfucker just jumped in with all his clothes, and he had his keys of his car in his pocket, and then his alarm got messed up. So like, because the control wasn't working when we got back to his car, like his car didn't want to turn on. So I was like, damn. So I know a little bit about cars. So I was like, maybe I could like reset the alarm and kind of like kill it. So I got all in his shit and like got in there and was able to like kill it so he could start the car without using the.
He says he knows how to reset alarms. He knows how to turn them off. It's like
Yeah, basically. So like after like I did that and he was able to turn the car on, everybody was like, hell yeah, bro, like good shit. So that was like, hell yeah. So I was like, hey, dog, that shit was dope,
Yeah.
So that was a cool little moment I had, one that I can think of off the top.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to think about it.
It took him forever.
Right. Should we get into these 10 minutos?
Yeah. Y ahora con ustedes los 10 minutos del podcast.
Vámonos.
A ver. ¿Guerra de las Galaxias o Estrella Trek?
Estrella Trek. Yo te
Trek
entendí,
Estrella.
pero que ellos no van a entender ni madre.
Star Wars or Star Trek. Maybe
Lo dijiste en inglés.
Yo sé, pero...
Perdiste.
Hey.
Para mí sería Star Wars, porque yo no he visto mucho Star Trek. He visto una o dos de las películas, pero para mí Star Wars, la historia y todas las películas que han sacado.
Claro, para mí también, porque yo crecí más con lo que es la Guerra de las Galaxias. Tanto así que me acuerdo que yo creo que era episodio 1, estaba en la secundaria yo, y nos vestimos como en la Guerra de las Galaxias y teníamos como nuestros, ¿cómo se dice? Lightsaber, no sé cómo se dice lightsaber en español, pero esa cosa que...
¿Qué? ¿Cómo?
Zoom, boom. That's it. esa vaina. Fuimos al al teatro con todo eso. Fue una fiesta.
Yo creo que nunca fui a ver una de esas películas en el cine.
Pero ¿sabes qué? Si tú te sacas tu gorro, te sacas los lentes, tú puedes hacer ¿cómo se llama? El pelado de Star Trek.
¿Cuál?
Es el que, no sé cómo se llaman todos los nombres, pero hay uno ahí que es un pelado de Star Trek.
¿De Star Trek?
Ya, lo vamos a jalar y lo vamos a poner aquí para que vean. Y después vamos a poner una foto de él al lado.
Nos quedan 2 más.
Dale.
2 más. Actually, puedo pensar ahorita en una. Acabamos de decir uno de los momentos más
Chingones.
O,
Más chévere.
¿Cuál es uno de los momentos más
Más feos.
feos o más, ¿cómo se dice?
Trauma.
Embarrassment.
Oh, avergonzada.
A ver, ya.
¿Avergonzada?
Uno de tus momentos más avergonzados, ¿así se diría? Ok, que nadie vio, que nomás te pasó a ti y nadie supo qué te pasó.
Bueno, alguien supo porque era la otra persona que supo, pero para mí uno de los momentos más vergonzosos fue cuando la conocí a Oprah Winfrey.
¿Conociste a Oprah?
La conocí, sí, era el Día de la Madre y yo estaba en Starbucks y ella vino adentro del Starbucks y se puso el mandil y empezó a servir a la gente. Ella supuestamente hace eso de vez en cuando y cuando tiene tiempo. I'm like, man, qué mujer. Y yo no conozco mucho de ella, pero sí sé que es un gran ídolo y una grande persona.
Uh-huh.
Y yo no sabía que no tenía hijos.
¿O no sabías que no tenía
No.
hijos?
Entonces yo como pendeja le voy y le digo, muchas gracias Oprah Winfrey y feliz Día de la Madre. Ella me miró como que pendeja. O sea... ¡Oh, Dios mío! Quería morirme.
Yeah.
Me quería morir. Y después cuando salí, o sea, agarré mi bebida, me puse el Google y dije, puta madre, la cagué. O sea, la recontra cagué. Quiero que él... estaba tan avergonzada.
Qué mal.
Ya. ¿Tú?
Oprah, que nunca había
Yo creo que ella se va a acordar. Hasta el día yo creo que ella se acuerda. Es más,
La vez que le desearon feliz Día de la Madre.
va a decir, esa pinche...
Pero no se puede desear aunque no seas madre.
No, es como decir, no, porque si no eres madre, ¿por qué? O sea, le está diciendo a su madre...
O a su mamá.
A su madre, pero sería, feliz Día de la Madre a tu mamá.
Ya, sí es cierto.
Es como decir a una persona, una mujer gorda que va a ser supuestamente que va a ser madre, que no es.
Ajá.
Sí, ¿vas
¿Estás
a ser
embarazada?
No.
Nomás estoy gorda, gracias.
Ya.
Para mí, yo no tengo una así tan
Vergonzosa.
como Oprah, pero yo antes trabajaba en un dealership de carros, vendía carros en el estado de Washington. Eso siempre llovía. Y una vez, teníamos que vestirnos, o tenía camisa de vestir, corbata, pantalones de vestir y zapatos de vestir. Y tenían, en mi dealership, tenían escaleras para arriba y para abajo en medio. Y en la mañana llegué y estaba lloviendo y iba a bajar a agarrar las llaves de todos los carros porque teníamos que abrir muchos de los carros enfrente. Iba a agarrar las llaves y me resbalé.
¿Por toda la escalera?
Pero nomás eran como 4 o 5 escaleras.
Claro.
Ya, de la primera me resbalé como hasta el medio, como me fui como por 3 y nadie vio. Nomás me paré, like, ¡woo! Todo. Pero ya, si alguien no hubiera visto.
Eres muy gracioso.
Yeah.
¿Es Honda en Washington?
No, Ford. Trabajaba para Ford.
Si alguien tiene ese tape,
shout
out. Yeah.
Me dieron todo el cheese.
Ya, dale. Si tú podrías hacer un tipo de deportista, ¿qué tipo de deporte sería?
Como si pudiera ser un atleta profesional.
¿Qué?
A mí siempre me gustó el básquetbol y fútbol americano. Yo diría
Uno de los dos. Pero tienes que escoger
básquetbol.
uno.
Básquetbol.
¿Basketball?
Ujú,
Sí.
ujú.
¿Por qué?
Porque yo era bueno, era buena por jugar, nomás que siempre he sido muy chiquito para...
Muy chato.
Me dio esa realización bien rápido que no, güey, yo estoy muy chiquito para esto, güey. Yo
No,
no
no pasa
soy...
nada, güey.
Soy bueno, pero no.
Claro, no comparado a
No
esos
comparado como a los
gigantotes.
gigantes. Ajá, siempre tuve eso. Yo hubiera querido ser como
Profesor.
jugar profesional. Ujú.
Hmm,
Yeah. ¿Y tú?
Deporte, gimnasio.
¿Gimnasia?
Sí. Siempre que, o sea, siempre de niña, gimnasio o patinando en hielo. Esos dos siempre me encantaba mirar cuando había los Olympics de niña.
Ujú.
Siempre, a ver, el gimnasio. Quería ver cómo ellas volaban en el aire. ¡Wow! Qué tipo de, o sea, de estructura, y cuando bailaban más que todo, porque ellas tienen una porción donde bailan.
Ujú.
Yo creo que de eso nació mucho, el baile. Ahora que lo estoy hablando en alta voz,
Ya, te estás
tiene que,
dando cuenta. Por eso me
debe
gustaba.
ser por
Ujú.
eso, porque ellas siempre estaban de una forma bailando, un baile.
Sí, creo que le llaman a esa porción freestyle.
Ya, freestyle, exactamente. También cuando hacían sus cosas en la barra y todo eso, me encantaba. Y también tanto como patinando en hielo, o sea, ellos también están bailando, básicamente, es un baile y me encanta.
Pero los rusos siempre ganan eso.
Sí, sí, son muy buenos. Los americanos también.
Pero es raro cuando ganan los americanos.
Mm.
O se los robaron, hicieron toda una historia de eso, ¿te acuerdas?
Sí, ¿cómo se llama?
No me
Tina,
acuerdo.
Tatiana. ah,
No, tú estás pensando en Tanya Harding
oh,
y todo
ya,
eso.
ya.
No, hubo otro en en 2013, creo que fue. Que los dos son canadienses, pero estaban representando los Estados Unidos y compitieron contra los rusos, una pareja rusa. Y la pareja rusa tuvieron momentos donde no hicieron todo bien. Y los americanos o canadienses que estaban representando a los americanos hicieron el baile como perfecto y perdieron. Y luego hicieron toda una cosa porque una de las jueces le habían dicho que tenía que votar por los rusos y su voto era el que importaba.
¿Y era por qué? Porque los rusos dijo, si no lo votas, te matamos a tu familia. ¿Qué pedo?
No, le dijeron más, hay otros juegos donde el voto de los rusos importaba para ellos. So,
Mm,
le dijeron, hay que cambiar. Yo voto por esta pareja rusa y tú me votas a estos otros en este otro juego. So, ya
mm,
hicieron todo una tranza. Se hizo todo un escándalo de eso.
wow.
Ya.
Escándalo.
Para terminar,
La última.
envejeciendo.
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 Lo odio y lo amo. Lo amo porque a esta edad ya entiendo cosas mucho más que entendía cuando era joven. Soy más consciente de mi cuerpo, soy más cuidadosa de las cosas, me siento más madura en mucho sentido. Y lo odio porque tanto como así entiendo mi cuerpo, mi cuerpo no me entiende a mí a veces. Quiero hacer ciertas cosas y digo, y no puedo porque no se puede, porque ya tienes la edad. Hay mucho más cuidado para el cuerpo ahora que eres mayor. Em, También para mí, siendo mayor biológicamente, como mujer, como lo dije en inglés, es todo un rollo, porque tengo que pensar ahora, ¿voy a tener un hijo o no voy a tener un hijo? Y para mí es una presión más, pero también no lo pienso todo el tiempo. No lo dejo ganar.
Para mí es lo mismo. A mí no de los hijos, pero ya no puedo tener. Nada, es más envejecer, necesito más descansar más, mi cuerpo ya, todo eso igual. y y lo mismo con entre más viejo, más experiencia y más madurez y todo eso. So, esas dos partes, like, estamos en el mismo pensamiento con eso.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sí.
Está cool, pero no. No está cool.
Sí.
Bueno, ya nos pasamos de tiempo.
Uy, oígame. Well, we are wrapping it up, everybody. That's it.
Thank you guys for checking out the show. Don't forget to comment, subscribe, leave a like. That helps us.
Helps us a lot.
And we out. Don't forget about the Patreon. You can find our Instagrams. Link below.
Yep. All of it. Come follow us everywhere.
and catch a show if you can. Like our stuff is always on the Instagram. So follow the Instagram. Catch a show if you guys are in the LA area. And we out.
We out here. Bye.
Y se acabó la cosa. That's it. That's the end of the show. We'll catch another episode with Tiny and the Man on Wheels.